What is up, scent heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and today I'm going to teach you how to make your own duas. That's coming up next, and this is Oh So Fraiche. Yo, what is good, Fresh fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a freshie. It really means a lot. And if this is your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name's Mega Dave. This is my channel, Oh So Fraiche. I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love. And I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge fresh thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoy the content. Also, think about subscribing and hitting me down decent in my bell and subscribe so you know when I'm uploading new content, because who knows, it could be your favorite fragrance that I review next. Today, as you heard from the intro, we're making our own duas. Now, this one is for a little bit more experienced people with perfumes, with fragrances. There's a thing called layering where you mix 2 fragrances together. Probably a lot of us have done it. It's kind of like doing your own little ingredients, or if you have 2 favorite fragrances, you want to see what they smell like together. That's essentially what these hybrids are that Sam with Dua does, but he does it at a molecular level. So he pulls the notes that he wants and makes it even better. But this can definitely give you an understanding what 2 fragrances together would smell like, sort of. So I'm going to do a bunch of these throughout the channel, do a little series of my favorite layering. Now, there's a ton of fragrances that you could do, and you can get extremely abstract and extremely wild. You can try tribids if you like, but I'm going to do today just kind of go over the basics of how to layer a fragrance, you know, which way to compound it, which way to do it so it doesn't come off weird. And then tomorrow, I'm going to do 3 layering blends that I use, some of my favorites, and then I'm going to do the next day after that 3 for the ladies, so you can get good ideas for hybrids for ladies' fragrances as well. So to start off, layering, very basics of layering. 2 fragrances. We have Desire here, and we have Poseidon's Elixir 2.0. Now, when you look at the compounds of it, if you've wore your fragrances any, you know which ones are more pronounced, which ones are stronger. It's probably not best to do 2 very strong fragrances together, as they may cancel each other out. But when you take 2 fragrances such as this, so Desire, awesome mango fragrance, and then of course Poseidon's Elixir 2.0, awesome citrus pineapple fragrance. This one, and you can kind of even go with color too. A lot of times that's a good indicator. The darker the color usually is a stronger fragrance, has more DNA of thicker ingredients, where this is dang near clear because it's very citrus, very bright, very awesome, of course. These 2 fragrances are amazing separately. Together, oh baby. If you've been around any of the Facebook page at all on the Dua brand, you've probably heard me mention Poseidon's Desire at some point. I know he's making it, but I've been layering this way before I even told him about it, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. All right, first, you got to take the top off. Now they're topless. Now, to get the concentration correctly is kind of one of the more difficult things, but generally I recommend people to start with 1-to-1 so you can kind of get an idea or an understanding. Sometimes if something is very strong, you may need to do 1 and then 2 of the lighter fragrance. This one is a little bit deeper, a little bit richer. That mango is way more pronounced, at least in the front. It's very thick. It has a very strong vanilla. So this one I would put first, being the thicker, the darker juice would go on first. And then the lighter, which is a shame to call this light because this is a very strong fragrance as well, at least in terms of power. But that's just Dua, we're on another page. So the way to do it, and I highly, highly recommend to put it directly on skin. Things do not come across the same on paper. I'm just telling you from experience. So to try out the layering, just 1 spray and then right back on top of it. Give it a couple seconds to dry. That mango is just blasting. And now it's dried down, probably that initial alcohol is pulled down. Right on top of that. And now you can enjoy all of the mixes together. See, the pineapple is very upfront, citrus and all of that. It's amazing, but then also you have that mango that's pushing through. So you get a very fruity front. It's so good. So that's essentially how you layer things. Now, if this was an experiment and you wanted to go a little crazy and you really wanted a ton of the Poseidon's Elixir, you could hit a second one And now the pineapple, the citruses, way overpower the mango. But you can still get some of that vanilla coming through. The sandalwood and all of that will eventually come through as this thing dries down. But that's how you essentially layer. I'm not gonna make an extremely long video of this, but that's the way to do it. Now, if you were to do two completely different fragrances or two completely stronger fragrances, like I said, if you want to do two powerful ones, you could one-to-one them. I don't think I'd go much more than that. Now, you have to get the balance right. So, and of course, it's up to your taste. And that's what Sam over at Dua does. He takes the notes, and it's not as simple as doing this. Even though this smells amazing, I probably personally would have only done one-to-one. I think it was a very good blend. This is very strong. It just is a lighter fluid, but it still smells amazing. But I did like the one-to-one, so that's something to test. So you guys and you girls, find two fragrances that you love and put them together. Now, I do think it's important to know like notes. You don't want to do two abstract fragrances and put them together, or maybe you do. It's your fragrance, your body, wear what you love what you wear. The best thing you can do is experiment. You're using one single spray of it. Put it on you, smell it. If it smells good, wear it, get some ideas. Put another spray if you think it's overpowered or it's underpowered. Switch up the places, maybe put the pineapple first if you're doing one like this, but I've experimented with this many times, so I know how to do it. I go one-to-one, and you can layer that way. It smells awesome, but that's the best thing. Get these juices flowing. If you're brand new into fragrances or brand new into Duas, you can do this with any brand. You can mix your Bleu de Chanel and your Acqua di Gio Profumo, like whatever you want to do. That's the beauty of it. Things will smell amazing to you that maybe don't to other people, but get out there, start enjoying these fragrances. And especially, we're bored in these houses, we need stuff to do. Start layering things. Maybe you'll come up with your own ideas, send them to Massam. Not like we need new fragrances, but who knows, you may come up with an awesome layering idea that some of us never thought of. You may be putting florals with a leather and coming up with some weird combinations that we've never smelled that may be the biggest hit. That's exactly how Casino Elixir was formed, and that's the biggest thing to hit Dua ever. You mix two fragrances that maybe people didn't think about, started layering. That's the idea. Next, Sam did his thing, mixed them together, and we got a tremendous hit. So keep doing those. I would love to know down below. Let me know what you guys layer. I am very, very intrigued to see it. I see a bunch of this on the Facebook page. People saying they're layering this and this and this. So I really am intrigued to see what you guys, what you girls are layering. So stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm gonna be bringing my favorite layerings that I'm currently using. This is like episode 1. I'm gonna do a bunch of episodes of these as days go on. So I think I'll do maybe one a week, maybe one every 2 weeks. I'm not sure yet, but I want to give some of you guys and some of you girls chances to experience some of this or get stuff that we don't have with Dua yet. Yet, I say, because I know he has so many weird things in his brain that he's going to come up with. But let's get him going. I love you guys so much. Until I come to you again, be blessed. Stay fresh. We got these shorties on the floor.